Following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by AIM Acupuncture Integrative Medicine. Well, thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm back at AIM Acupuncture, and I'm joined by Deborah Kelly. Thanks for chatting with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, Deborah, I want you to tell everybody, you have quite a story here of why you ended up at AIM.
Okay, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, so I had to have chemotherapy, and in the process of having chemotherapy for 5 months, I developed neuropathy in my hands. And what happened is I couldn't grab things, I couldn't hold pencils or pens, I have the sandpaper feeling. So when I joined the crew here for the treatment, within a couple of months I was getting my strength back. I was able to start baking and cooking again, which I wasn't able to do before because I was afraid I was going to drop things and break them. So right now, 5 months into it, and I have my strength back. I can hold a pen and I can write, and I still have some sandpaper feeling, but they said over time that's going to disperse. So I'm a very happy patient.
I think it's the little things that a lot of us take for granted that we don't think about. That sort of thing could affect our daily life and the things you love to do.
Yeah, and I didn't know that chemotherapy could cause that. So when I did the research and saw different studies done where acupuncture was very beneficial, I said, I've got to do it.
Well, I was going to ask if you had ever tried acupuncture before.
No, this was my first go-ahead.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm very pleased.
Well, what was the experience like whenever you first tried acupuncture for someone who's never tried it before?
You know, you hear stories about the needles hurting, this and that, and I had no discomfort whatsoever. They told me exactly what they were going to do, how they were going to do it, and it was very thorough and very relaxing. It was a 25-minute therapy, and then I was released to go home, and I was fine.
All right. Well, tell me a little bit more about these different sessions. What does that look like?
The sessions are is they set you up with the needles in the different parts of your arms and hands, and then they have these little machines that they wire it to the little needles that are inserted, and then they set it for different degrees, I guess. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I didn't ask them. I just noticed there's a big difference from 1 week to the next. And then they say, okay, we'll be back in 25 minutes, and then they come back and they take everything out, and I'm good to go.
Wow.
Yes, so I'm very pleased.
I love it. And it's amazing to see that you've had these results in just a couple of months.
Yes, they were quite shocked too that I was progressing. I mean, I do have days where and the doctor explained you're going to have highs and lows, and there's days where it's not as good as it was the day before, but overall, over a week's period, I can feel a big difference.
Well, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
And I want you to tell me also, you said you got back to baking.
Yes, I always loved baking and that, so now I'm doing my cookies again, I'm doing my cakes. I'm also trying to do more salads, and I'm just trying to get back into the groove, because with being under chemo for all those months, I couldn't do anything. So, and then not being able to lift bowls and pans. I had all the pans in different areas on my counter so I could grab them easier. So now I can start putting them away because I can grab them. So yeah, my kitchen's starting to get a little bit more organized again.
It's the ripple effect.
Yes.
You know, this one little thing can really make a huge impact on your life.
Yes, it did. It really did. But I'm glad I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I love it. Okay, if somebody's watching right now and they've never tried acupuncture, they're experiencing pain, whether it's neuropathy, what would you say to them?
You got to give it a try. If you can come here and give it a try, it's well worth it. It works for some and it doesn't work for others, but I think the odds are worth giving it a shot.
Love it. Following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by AIM Acupuncture Integrative Medicine.